ultimatum, a chance to hide or to fight for what I am. So I pray to my God in heaven to lead me on, even if it's into hell. And I ain't fearing any man, 'cause I've been to the glory of the mountain. And I've seen our victory, someday I know we'll be free at last. Curtis has a great ability to seamlessly go between life elements and musical elements. And what I've noticed is that his musical understanding is wonderful, and so he's able to talk with anybody who's understands music or not and relate it to them in a way that makes sense. Not so much going into the specific terminology of music, but looking at the concepts as how they apply universally. And there's something very simple about the way he presents it, which I think for me brings it down to its core. You know, there's an element of core being there in everything that Curtis says. And when there is simplicity to the message, then his connection between music and life becomes evident, because he's talking about, whatever it is, whether it's life or music, it's talking about the core of that, and so he's able to seamlessly go between those two directions. Take my hand, make the end, I'll make my stand. For me, working with Curtis is a process of being open and receiving things that may not necessarily be comfortable for me to receive. And I think that that is actually one of the things that I enjoy most about working with Curtis, is that he has a way of intuitively going to the center of what it is that I'm working on or what it is that I need, and being able to pinpoint that. And it's like a sore, it's a sore spot, and you don't necessarily want anybody to find that sore spot. And yet Curtis is able to do that very immediately. And yet he's able to turn that, find it like a doctor would, to be able to push on it and say, okay, that's where it hurts. Here's what you need to do. So he immediately turns that around and says, here's some things that you can be working on, here's some things that you can do to address that situation. And I think that's what brings me the most harmony when I'm working with him, is that he puts forth those solutions immediately, and he just has a seemingly endless library in his mind and in his heart and in his with his intuition and his soul, as far as those type of solutions. So that's something amazing about working with Curtis.